Welcome back. We're on week 4. I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this weekly and having the nerve to do it and not letting the demons in my head take it away from me, because that's what we do. We all do. There are thoughts in our head that we think, and they aren't true. Now, I say just because you think it doesn't mean it's true, and that's a mantra to follow. So just like I just said, I think demons enter my head and say things to me like, who are you to do that? Or you shouldn't be doing that, or no one will listen to you. And then I think if I can help just one person, it'll be worth it. So why do we create thoughts that aren't true? This goes back to my theory of old DNA. We inherited characteristics from long ago ancestors, and they needed to survive. And in order to survive, they had to be very on guard. They had to be forward thinking, wondering what was going to be coming to attack them. Did they have enough food? Had they protected their fire? Did they have clothes? Everything was about survival. Well, extrapolate that to today, and we still do the same sort of thing. We're sort of a doomsday prepper. And yet we don't really prep. We don't really have our to-go bag, do we? We just think that we need to be prepared, and so we worry or we think negative thoughts. Well, that also happens when we want to make ourselves right, because in order to survive, we had to be right with how we were doing things. So think about that, like as a long ago ancestor trying to live out in non-civilized world, it'd be tough. It'd be very tough. So you want to be right. You want to say yourself, whatever I'm thinking is correct. That's why you say what you're thinking is true. And that's called confirmation bias. You look for all sorts of evidence that your opinion is the best. Well, I'm not sure that's really true. So how do we apply this get a grip framework to our everyday life? I like to have people start with keeping a journal and analyzing their thoughts, thinking about what you were thinking, when you were thinking, and was it true? Was it opinion? Was it out of fear? Was it negative? All those sorts of things. And you can do that by analyzing what you're thinking. That can seem overwhelming, and you don't have to do it forever, but you do have to do it for a while. And when you do that, you'll notice that maybe what you think is often negative, and most of us are negative, and you'll notice that. Or maybe you are worried a lot, and you'll notice that. Maybe you'll notice as you go along that you're overwhelmed a lot. So when you are overwhelmed, another little trick that I like to use for the Get a Grip framework is to just stop and breathe. Take a moment. Just breathe and get oxygen back to your brain, because when we get stressed out, the oxygen leaves. We can't think clearly. Our mind is going a mile a minute. And so I want you to stop and just breathe and take a moment and then ask yourself, is what I'm thinking actually true? And then ask yourself, am I thinking clearly, or am I stressed out right now so I'm thinking more negatively than I need to? Those are the sort of tricks that you use to get a grip in daily life. Now, is that easy? Absolutely. It seems easy, except that we want to fall into our old habits. And in a couple of weeks, we'll get into how we actually change a habit. But for right now, just try to journal this week, even if it's just on your phone. Just jot down, here's what I was thinking. It wasn't true, or it was negative, or it was whatever. It was out of worry. And then just document that as you go through the week. And see that as you do that consistently, you start to shift. Your life shifts, and you become more confident and more content. Content's a big one for me. I love to be content. And it's a hard one to do because of that old DNA. So give it a shot this week. See what you think. It's the Get a Grip, and you can tell yourself, get a grip as you go through the week, because I do that all the time. All right, so I hope everything's going well. Drop me a line, will you? And if you would, please subscribe and give the video a like and share it with people that you know. We're trying to help each other. This is a tough world to navigate right now. It seems very fast paced and broken, and so we can fix it for each other and be there for each other. So drop me a note, will you? Think Get a Grip at Gmail, and let me know how things are going. All right, talk to you later. Bye.